Yeah, hi guys. Good evening. So we are discussing about that is the Jetpack Compose, right? So in this today now, let's last time just we had an introduction of that. So today now we'll concentrate on Jetpack Composer architecture, how like Android architecture has different that is different. So here this Jetpack Composer is also having the different. So what are the different steps and how this will be involved that we will see. So this Jetpack already that we discussed that this is the declarative UI framework. So this is like instead of manipulating the UI widgets directly there, like in XML that you are given state, right? So, but here in Compose itself, it automatically it updates the UI change when the any state changes is happened. That automatically it will happen. So for that, no reload that it will occupy. So that what is the benefit with that? So if Compose is automatically updates on UI, right? So what is the benefit? So that benefit has here it reduces the code comparable to the XML layout, like whatever the code we have that here it will reduce. Also, it simplifies the user updates, like UI updates. Easily, it will update the UI updates easily. Like we can do easily that you can do this. So these two has the benefits with this architecture. The first architecture in this that is the declarative UI framework. This is the first here. This first advantage. Then next it will be the compose. So the compose functionalities. So here it is a compose functionality. Is like means compose means we know that how to compose the code like that compose. So the compose like UI elements are using that composable functions. So these functions are like it's a lightweight and reusable. That is a very simple and lightweight, and it is a very reusable that, and also describe like how the Spot UI should not look as the it behaves. Like simply while doing itself immediately, like here itself, we can able to see that UI's interface immediately. We can able to see that. So that we see it should be very less. It is the very less. It should be have some like you should have not having that part. Like easily we can use that compose functions, right? Then next, here it has one thing that is the state management. So state management is like, but like while writing itself, it will be show that state that is the state management. So that is the state hosting, like hosting. This the state is define the higher component, make it is reusable and sustainable, like testable. Easily it can be right easily that whatever we created that immediately it will create the state and it will be testable immediately there and there itself. And it remembers that use, remember, and remember savable. So if you use these two preservable state across the accomplishment and configurable changes, the entire application level that will be like when you move and up and down. So that cases also it should be configured, it will be rememberable. That is this. And the next is the state in view model. So when you are doing this view model, like when we use an MVVM architecture or MVC architecture, so there also like for live data and all, state will change automatically, the state flow and everything will be automatically adjust without refreshing our side. That automatically the components itself can handle that kind of benefits here in this. Next is the recomposition. So the recomposition is nothing but here that is if any composition like already previously we seen that easy composition, here it is when any state changes will happen, the compose as automatically it will rerun the necessary component instead of entire UI update. Only the that is because the intelligence of this only it can update on the respective component. So that is the one advantage here. Next should be this optimized rendering, like avoid full UI redraws in only that particular place will be updated in this. So that is a one way. Next, it should be the unidirectional workflow. So means data flow. It will be unidirectional, like unidirectional is in a single direction. So UI is updated in a response state changes. When it is clear data flow, that state originates in the view model. So that UI observes the state. Once it is updated the data, that UI observes that particular state and it will update the events. Then like let us say we will take example as one live stock market live is happening, so that market has up, then immediately it will update. On market is down, immediately it will update. Like that kind of things it will be happen automatically with this. So that is the what benefit here, unidirectional data flow in this happen this. Next could be this is some modular design. So the design as of now it's a updated library, like you have to attract the user. So such kind of things, it will be UI components and modular composable that should be attract. and it encourages the reusability and separation of the concepts. Look, it will be simple. Simplified is a very simple this. Next, it is an integration with existing Jetpack libraries. So there is a Jetpack has a lot of libraries so that we can use, like for example, a navigation, room, life cycle. So these all are the Jetpack libraries. Easily we can integrate, and easily we can handle that UI components, and directly that things we can handle that life cycle methods and everything that. Next is that it is interoperability with XML. So like Compose can consist with the traditional XML based UI gradually migration, so that whatever that you can do easily can migrate this into this, and includes tools like Compose view and Android view. So both tools we compare and we can able to see that view then and there itself, and we can easily import it. And tooling and development. So this like testing and development, like for example, how you did Android Studio integration, so live previews and interactive UI and recomposition, debugging, everything made very simple. That is this. And theming use, material design for the consistent styling. So consistent style, you will get that. So use complete material design, will use that. And example architecture in practice, like in real time, what happens, like a typical Jetpack Compose architecture might include like a UI layer. One is a UI layer that composable functions, state management layer. So view model, live data, and state flow or compose state. So these all are things will be here. And data layer. So it is a repositories for handling the data sources like room, retrofit, etc. These can be handled. So these all are like in our upcoming sessions, we will see one by one in detail. So thank you for watching this. We'll come with the next step. From next program, next state onwards, we will see that programmatical session. One by one component, we will concentrate on that. How to create a project and what are the steps that we will see next. Thank you. Thank you for watching this.